Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me and for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. 2 projects a week coming out to you for a full 25 because, you know, got to bring an extra. I also do have a kitty assistant with me. She's not moving, but at least she's not completely in shot now. Okay, so this is today's project. Somebody asked me if I could make a train and carriages from the Santa Express suite. So I have. I've made you one engine, locomotive, and a couple of carriages, and I'm going to make a third one for you because the box is actually the same size for all of them. And it's really sweet. I really thoroughly enjoyed making it. I thought that's really cute. The box is sized for the engine. You can make it a little smaller for your carriages if you want to. My husband and Jack, my eldest son, said, "Why aren't they coupled together, Mum?" Oh, thanks for that. So you could maybe punch a hole there and put some ribbon through. I like it as it is. I was happy. Right, you really don't need much cardstock. 7.5 by 3 inches, 19.5 by 7.5 centimetres. Don't worry about writing anything down. If you click open the description bar below this, you will get a hyperlink directly to this project. Okay, so long side, score it at 1, 3.5, 4.5 and 7 inches, which in metric is 2.5, 9, 11.5 and 18. And then on the short side at 1 inch, 2.5 centimetres. So the box, when it's oh, there goes the scoring tool. It's 1 inch by 2.5 by 2 inches, which in metric is 2.5 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres by 5 tall. Right, so it's a simple box. It's open. It's an open box. I keep leaning next to her and she thinks I'm going to stroke her or kiss her. Doing neither right now. You could put some chocolate coins in there or some little sweeties. You could put some sweeties in a little bag and tie it up with pretty ribbon and then it would be poking out of the top. You could just leave them as home decor, or you could put some fairy lights inside, something like that. Don't know. Right, so I've burnished everything and I'm just going to trim up the sides. So I'm going to take a little bit off there and trim that bit away and then cut straight up on the others. Super simple. Oh, sorry, just caught her with this. Oh, she's gone though. Yeah, tear and tape here and on this one. So this is the bigger part that is furthest away from that tab. Right. Okay. So let's peel off the backing. You could make as many of these as you want to. One of the lovely ladies on my team, her name is Sue Boothby. Her YouTube name is quite long and I would probably have to Google it for you. I think it's something like Creating Art with Sue, something like that. But anyway, she's made an advent calendar out of this, which I thought was brilliant. And she actually had them all firmly attached like that. But then she did reverse stamping to get the other side as well. Amazing. Right. So to decorate, obviously, I have the stamp and die bundle. So it's called Santa's Delivery and Santa's Train Dies. And pretty much all of these icons, in fact, all of these icons, you can punch out, and an extra wreath as well. You could cut out some train track. Amazing. So I have already, because I wanted this to dry fully, because I've got Memento on there, I have stamped them and die cut them already. So I've got some presents, I've got some candy canes, and then I've got the carriage itself. So, whoopsie, let me zoom in a little bit. This was Poppy Parade, so I'm going to kind of stick with the Poppy Parade thing here. And I'm going to go light and dark. I'm not going to blend so much, but just sort of the whole light and dark thing. So I'm going to go light on here. And so I'm using these really just as colouring pens. I'm not doing blend stuff so much. I'm not too worried about going over the lines because dark is going to go over that. And then I think I might come a little bit along the top. while I'm here, I'm going to get my Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to give these bits just a little bit of gold, because I reckon that's gold. And I know the couplings aren't gold, but we're going to make them so, because, you know, it's Father Christmas's carriage after all. Oops. Oh, I'm not very good at the line thing, am I? Probably ought to be using the thin end, but oh well. Oh, let's just go over all the lines. It's fun to colour these in. Yeah, all good. Okay, oh, there's one there. And then I want some black for the wheels. Oh, I've got a fuzzy end on there, so I'm going to do it this way around with the smaller end. Yeah, blends don't have to be for blending and for shading. You can just use them as colouring pens. And you get a really smooth finish with them, which is why I particularly like them. Okay, and then I want, is this the right one? Light Smoky Slate. I don't know that that is the right one. I think I did a blue. Let's just test it. Yeah, I did a very pale blue. I'm sure of it. Is that the one? Yes, I think that's the one. If it's not, well, you know, oh no, it's not, is it? Let's just create a little shadow. I think maybe I did balmy blue. Oh well, doesn't matter. Right, let's colour in these as well now. So I'm going to get the thin end for my candy canes. And wibble those lines as well, because I can, and I'm not very good at this. And then my presents, I'm going to have a shaded spruce. And do that, the bow in shaded spruce as well, because that's a really lovely green. And I'm going to just grabbing random colours. This one's going to have a blue bow. And we'll have a bit of blue parcel there. Bring in some more yellow. What colour flag shall we have, everybody? Oh, red, because, you know, Father Christmas. Okay, now these all sit just behind because, you know, I mean, you could put them inside as well. Actually, that would work quite nicely. Let's put these ones inside. So I'm going to trim off the bottom because we don't want a white finish. We want them to look like they're inside the carriage. And where's my mini Pootles? Here we go. But with the ones that I put poking out of the top, they sort of hid behind it a little bit. So you put your glue dots very close to the edge. Or close to the bottom, I should say. Oops. Let's do it this way. How cute. I'm just going to bring them forward a bit to give them a little bit of 3D life. And then some dimensionals. And pop it on there. And those, oh, that was probably all out of shot. Oh. Those, that is my Christmas train. So sweet. Oh, I might swap that way round. Aren't they cute? I love it. I know, what a brilliant idea that somebody gave to me. I can't take credit. They just said, you know, can you turn it into a train and carriages, pulling something? And like I say, you could put sweets. I would test it. I would test it with the chocolate coins from the other week, except they've all been eaten now because, you know, I'm nice like that. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.